Hi again, welcome back to the shed. What I've got here is just a couple of, my wife bought a couple of picture frames, so I've took the glass out and I've painted it with this stuff. Now I can't see the camera, I'm just hoping you can see that. So that's just Reeves Mars Black, bit of that, bit of ultramarine, and some phthalo blue, and also on one of these, I think it's that one, but these things here, studio acrylics. These are transparent paints. Okay, all I did was just put a dot here there of each colour. And, hold on, let me just move this. And also, I sort of, you see this? No nonsense PVA. I sort of dribbled that around. Then I just painted it all over with one of those sponge brushes. And whilst that was wet, I sprinkled a little bit of the old tinsel stuff, glitter, whilst it was wet. Okay, so now, and this stuff, I've just put on that just now. I don't know, I'm hoping that'll lie flat. That's coloured, different coloured, what do you call it, aluminium sheet paper or something. So I just try to cut it up a bit and sprinkle that on. So that is all completely dry. Okay. So all I do is I put a bit of, on this one, clear. Sometimes I'll use black. You know, made up black pigments. For this time, I just think I'll just use clear. I'll just spread that around. I mean, to be honest, I think you'd have to check this out with experts. But I think you could just get the glass and go over it. You don't need to paint it. But what I do before is I get some sandpaper and I scuff it up. Leave some scratches. So that'll give the resin something to bite onto. Like I've said before in my other videos, I'm no expert. I'm a retired person. I've got plenty of time and I love doing this. And it's given me some great pleasure just doing it. And I love to look at it. I love to look at other people's work. There's loads of people I could mention that are brilliant at this. Yeah, I just love it. So the main reason I do these videos is just, if anybody's starting off, and I've probably said this before, but if anybody's just starting off, they can learn things, say from me, that it might have took you weeks or months to learn. And you can watch other people and you can learn things that probably would have took you years to learn. So I don't know, that's the only reason I do it, just to help people out. And yeah, it gives me something to do. It is quite, I've seen a post the other day on Facebook. Let it flow. Somebody put up, you know, how dear it is, and you know, and that's right. So if you can think, right, I'll do that, and it works, then you saved yourself a lot of resin and pigments and time, you know. But also what I love about resin, I mean, I've got loads of sort of paintings here. If I don't like it, I'll just go for it. So you don't have to keep buying things to do your resin on, but the resin itself is quite expensive. I'm just trying to answer a few questions. I see the other day, hang on. I see the other day a post saying resin, when you do resin, it's got to be 75 degrees and things. Well, this is now just over 60 degrees in my shed. And I won't get no problems with that. I've done a few the other day and it was about, I don't know, about 40 degrees. And that's sort of, it just takes a long time to set. Okay, so I've done that. I might do this one if I've got time or what, but I'll just concentrate on this one first. So let's just clear resin over that, and now I'm just going to get out the bubbles. Don't know if you can see all those bubbles popping. I suppose you've got to be a bit careful with glass because you don't want to get it too hot, just in case it shatters. Okay, let's have a look then. Also, when I sanded it, I sanded the edges because that can be sharp. Let's have a look. I got something in mind, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. I'll just change it to something else. The glitter I've used in there is holographic glitter. Sometimes I mix the glitter up with my resin and pigments. But I did something like this yet last time and I thought it was nice. Oh well, I showed you all the paint I used for the background. I've also used where is it? This stuff. Mirror on. It's a powdered body paint. I've used it before on one of these videos. It's really nice. It's good effect. So I've used a gold and a lavender in that. And I'll tell you when I put it on again. Okay, this is starting to look probably a bit messy. I thought I'd flatten that down a bit more than that. So let's have a look. That's the heat gun. Now I'm going to go over this one with a hairdryer. Need a bit more on that. I've purposely mixed this up a little bit thin today because the other day I don't want to put far too much pigment in. So this might be a little the other way around, a little bit too thin. Hope not. Well, I've got the effects of things moving. I think that's the that sort of gold in that paper I put on. Alright, well, a bit different. Okay, this is this gold powder paint. Alright, let's see how this one reacts. And this is a bit of the lavender. See how this one goes. Nice. Well, like I say, I wish I never put that tin foil stuff on. Try a bit of that lavender with the white, I think. when the light catches that mirror on or whatever, it really is nice. I don't know if you can see that. Shines up lovely. Yeah. I try not to make these videos too long as well. Maybe I shouldn't, I don't know. Yeah, I'm liking the colours. It's beginning to look nice. I love that. How that gold stuff just sort of lays over the top. It's beautiful. A bit more colour. Or shall I not? It's quite nice. Still a few bumps of that stuff I put on, really, which is a pity. Okay, I'll leave that for a minute. Move this one out of the way, and I'll just go over. Wonder if I could move the camera around a bit. Do the other one. It'll be alright. I'll just get rid of the lamp shining on it. Too much. How's that? Let's have a look. Still a bit there. Alright, let's try that. So, let's get some clear on there. This art resin, you get a lot of time to work for it, especially, well, in the summer. I was still working with the same batch after about an hour and a half or something. So it's quite good. I'm not advertising any products. It's the only resin I've ever used, art resin, and I'm happy with it. So I don't see why to change and take a chance on anything else. But it depends where you live. I seen something today, I think it was, and it was some sort of pigments that changes colour when it gets over 80 degrees. Well, sounds great, but where I live, it would never change colour. And this, like I say, this art resin, it works pretty good, even at 50 degrees. But I suppose if it says 70, 75, that's when it'll work at its best. It still works. I normally do all this before I start videoing, because it just takes up so much time and it's boring. Just wind it on a bit. But at least now, somebody did ask me, you know, was it wet, was it dry? So that's why I've done all this. So you can actually see the whole thing. Right, let's clean my gloves. I haven't shown you the art for resin pigments because that's how they come, just in a bag, so, you know. But they're really nice, I like them. And everything is art for resin pigments, apart from the gold and the lilac powder paint. Okay, I don't know what to do with this one. It's not a set or anything, so I think I'll just do something crazy. green, some blue. I'll just use up all what I've got really. I want to get some proper nice pendant moulds and start making a bit of that for the kids in that. You know, I don't want to waste this, it's too expensive. Oops. So I don't know what colours have we done yet. Hold on. There's some white. And some of that lilac. Put all the gold in the middle, didn't I? Let's have a bit of this on the outside. Ish. Alright, let's just play around with it. I'm going to heat it up first. Another go with this one. Take it all to the edges, I think. Well, that's covered it. That brings out some colours, I think.